Yo, what's going on, everybody? My name's Cast. Welcome back to another episode reaction of Haikyuu. Today I'm on season 4, episode 17. Last episode was the Tanaka episode. One of my favorite characters in Haikyuu. It's no secret. I've been a Tanaka fan since season 1, and it was so amazing to see him finally get an episode focused to himself, to overcome all of his struggles that he's had. This little mini arc that's been building up with him and the girl that he knew through childhood. It was all sort of paid off last episode, and because of Tanaka, they ended up winning the first set against Inarizaki, and just a beautiful episode. Definitely one of my favorites this season. Probably one of the best of the whole series. I don't really know what else there is to say about it other than that I really appreciate Haikyuu for the millionth time. I love how every character gets their moment in the limelight. It is a sports competition and those moments very much matter. We saw how much every individual moment matters. Suki had his moment, Tanaka had his moment. So many characters have their moments and it's just so nice to see. With that being said, if you want to watch my reactions to the next episodes, you can do so right now over on my Patreon. Season 4 episode 18 will be available on the Soul tier, and episodes past that, shown over here, are available on the Ascended tier. Those reactions are also extended length, meaning that you get more reaction and more discussion to go along with each and every episode. I'm also doing Hunter x Hunter on the channel. Hunter, sorry, I keep saying it wrong. I'm much farther ahead on that series on Patreon as well. Alright guys, let's get into episode 17. Oh, look who it is, this guy again. Nekoma. Alright, we're gonna get to see a little bit of their match. My personal other favorite team, as some of you may know. So who are they playing against here? Sarukawa Tech. Of course it's gonna be Nekoma. How could it not be? We gotta have our battle of the garbage dump once we beat Inarizaki, so they have to win as well to progress. It's just mandatory. I don't think you guys understand the level of upset I'm gonna be if we don't end up playing Nekoma. Episode 17, Cats versus Monkeys. Monkeys? Not sure who that refers to. Are we gonna get a random Nekoma focused episode? As a little bit of a break between Inarizaki? I'm down for that. That's what a coincidence that is. Oh, I thought he was faking it to get out of practice. He's still looking for that moment. I think he wants to play Hinata. I think that might be the moment he gets into it. They've been alluding to that for a long time. Yep, there you go. He's a good dude though. Right, there's definitely something. He sees something in it. It's just a question of what. But yeah, I think Kenma's just walking that middle path right now, sort of waiting for that moment. I remember back in season 2, he was talking to Hinata after their training camp, and he was saying that, Hinata, I want to play you in a real match, in a match that it's not a practice game. Whenever you lose, it'll be game over for real. And that just has had me thinking this entire time that Kenma's not into it because he's not like personally invested in volleyball, but when he gets against people that he actually sees as rivals and sees as competition on a more personal basis, that's when volleyball is going to mean something to him. And I think if Hinata and Kenma play against each other, if Karsuno and Nekoma play against each other, we could really see something special come out of Kenma. That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah, he likes to be challenged. I think Kenma is somebody that doesn't face too many challenges. He's very smart and he's very gifted. But he's like Suki in a way that he doesn't like to overexert himself. I think Kenma is a lot more normal than people give him credit for. 午前2時に早起きしたんだってやつ。ゲームするために。He woke up at 2 a.m. to play video games? That's pretty based. 早起きなら問題ねえだろって。 Yeah, it just shows that he's willing to put in the effort for the things that he wants. Yeah, passion definitely exists in there. Yep. Hinata inspires him. Yeah, well, he wants to defeat everybody, so that kind of goes without saying. Nice save, actually, pretty good. This might be a good example of a team that challenges them in a way that Kenma does need to step up and do extra. Oh, okay. So a bit of rivalry here. I see. Using their own weapons against them, just like Inarizaki did against Karasuno last game with the quick. Oh, are they trying to wear him out? Like from fatigue? I see. It's gotta just be to tire them out. Nice. Good point. So they're just trying to get Kenma worn out so he can't set as well. That could be pretty big, especially for later sets. It'll exhaust physically. Damn, it sounds so like underhanded, but it's a good idea. I mean, it's hard not to see it that way. Poor Kenma, but I doubt like this is the only time that's ever happened. Are we gonna have like a big Kenma moment? I'd be so down for that. Talk about an overactive imagination. He needs to focus some of that mental energy straight into his physical body. What? The jokes this episode, man, I don't know what's going on. Japanese puns or something don't translate well. Unless I'm just slow and I'm totally not getting them, but you know. I like how everybody in the show like had black hair when they were younger, and then they all dyed it when they got to high school. Both of these guys did. It's like he's trying to set up a rivalry, but Kenma's not reciprocating very well. He just doesn't have the competitive spirit. That's really the one thing he's lacking. Oh, he's naturally gifted. He just doesn't apply himself all the way. I mean, Kuro obviously sees something in him other than him just like liking him as a person. Kuro seems like a very straightforward person that kind of goes for what he wants. There's more to Kenma in his mind. Damn, Yamamoto goes hard though. It's like he's compensating physically for what he can't make up for mentally when compared to Kenma. He does have a very Tanaka-like demeanor, just from attitude and really everything. I know they've drawn tons of parallels between the two. You know, something else, it's like whenever you see somebody working hard, even if it's at something that you don't really care too much about, just seeing people be proficient and good and dedicated to things just sort of innately makes you want to do that. Like, there's really two options whenever you're seeing someone like that. Whenever Kenma is seeing Yamamoto work out and he's noticing all the hard work he's doing, I feel like in Kenma's mind, the only choices are to compete with him in some way, shape, or form, or to back out and move away because you don't want to be surpassed, right? And the fact that he's still playing means that he chose the former.
Oi, Cosme. Nice toss だったな。
安定して打ちやすかったな。初練習試合なのにな。
その調子で頼むぞ。貴重な練習試合デビューでアウト、ネットを連発。極めつけに。
Oh, we ran into him. Yeah, that's bad. That's pretty bad. But it's a team, they're not going to hold it against him. Come on, Kenma. You're not going to say anything to him? Maybe he can offer him some good advice.
Yamamoto-kun. もっと肩の力とかを抜いたらいいんじゃない?
Oof.
お前みてえにかよ。
Yeah.
簡単にやれっかよ。
The perception of that easy, the perception of everybody and their emotions kind of gets in the way of communication here.
とにかく根性が足りなかったんだ。俺には。
Nah, you got plenty of guts.
根性とか大雑把なのじゃなく、もっと具体的な反省をした方がいいと思う。
Yeah, it's gonna make him so mad, but he's not wrong. If he lacks guts, it's in the emotional maturity to understand what he's saying.
相手の挑発に乗った難しいボールを決めに行き過ぎた。
分かってんのになんで根性で片付けんの？やりすぎの走り込みとかウェイトトレーニングは努力じゃなくて自己満足だよ。
Ooh.
お前はどうだよ。燃えるボール何本もあったよな。あ
ったけど。
But what?
繋いでもどうせ相手のチャンスボールだったし。
Poor Kenma. He's not used to getting confronted. He had to lead to some level of understanding, maybe. They're trying to help each other. They're just doing it in a very emotionally frustrated way, I guess. They recognize the good in each other, though. Kenma can help Yamamoto focus out. Yamamoto can help Kenma find the determination, call him out for his lack of effort. They'll push each other in their own ways. That's how rivalry starts. And when you have a solid team around you to form that foundation and back yourself up, they're not going to stay mad at each other. How can you be mad when everybody else likes everyone? See, there he is. He's got the... He dyed his hair. Ooh, dump. That's all you need, honestly. Whatever reason you can find to be better. Come on. I hope they end up winning this set against whoever it is they're playing. All this build-up can't be for nothing. You know, I never would have seen this particular rivalry out of Yamamoto and Kenma. This is not something I ever picked up on before. I don't know how much they even showcased it. But it's nice, I like it. Yeah. That's what I said. I mean, it's always been like that. They've always recognized the good in each other, so it makes them a little bit frustrated that they can't fix the bad. They earned each other's respect.
呼ばないとダメ
No, he's got the water bucket. Run. Ooh, the OST. Okay. This sounds like it's about to go hard. The OST is like, it's demanding my focus right now. Come on, Kemma. Them together are gonna overcome this. No. He hates to lose. It's not gonna happen. No. That's wrong. That's just wrong. That shouldn't be allowed. Alright guys, well that was season 4 episode 17 of Haikyuu. That one was kind of interesting and kind of came out of nowhere. We stopped our Inarizaki match after the first set and we interjected into the Nakoma versus whatever team they're playing against. Yeah, very interesting. A lot of Kenma focus, a lot of Kenma backstory, and Yamamoto too. Yamamoto I didn't really think too much of. I mean, he's the Tanaka counterpart, right? But I guess it's because I didn't really think too much of Yamamoto that this is actually kind of a surprise to me that he had this rivalry with Kenma. They see what's good about one another, they see what's bad about one another, they see what the other person lacks and how they can help them improve. They've earned their respect off of one another because at the end of the day, they both hate losing, and that is one thing they definitely have in common. I love this episode, I love Nakoma. I hope they kick this other team's ass in the next episode. I was hoping they would resolve it in this episode because frankly, I want to get back to the Inarizaki match. I'm super into it and want to see how the next set goes, but it looks like first we got to finish off this other team so that way Nakoma can make it through, and that way there's like stakes built up for when Karasuno inevitably beats Inarizaki and takes on Nakoma for the battle of the garbage dump, which will finally be here. They can't lose because if they lose, the third years graduate and the battle of the garbage dump never really happens. It doesn't happen with Kuro, it doesn't happen with maybe Coach Nakoma. It has to happen now. So if anything, that just means that they're both gonna win. And I'm excited to see it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Be sure to leave a like on the video and I'll see you next time.